Peace and blessings. How you doing? Father Augustino here, living now in this quarantine, Lenten meditations. Today is Friday of the third week of Lent. Here's your daily meditation. Taking it from John chapter 4, verse 19 and on. The woman said to him, the Samaritan woman, "Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet," after he just prophesies on her. "Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, and you say that it is Jerusalem, is the place where men ought to worship." Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem will you worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For such the Father seeks to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." The woman said to him, "I know the Messiah is coming, he who is called the Christ. When he comes, he will show us all things." My brothers and sisters, how's it going? I know so many people have been asking about Mass, and in fact, been helping some priests set up live streams of their Mass, and I know that some way, somehow, Mass will continue and grace will continue to flow, although we have to change the way that we go to Mass. And I just want to encourage everyone, please know that the Mass is being transmitted on EWTN every single day, and it's something that you can even download on an app. Stay connected with the Mass, stay connected with the readings. This is very important, but it's hard. It's really hard. And there's uproar about different things, about, you can't change you can't just cancel Masses, and we have to cancel Masses, and what about Easter? Oh, my brothers and sisters, these are hard times, but we understand, I pray and hope, why we need to do this, because it's life and death. It's kind of funny, I heard some doctor on one of the news shows get angry when he saw people not listening to the directives of the government and going out, holding hands, and saying hi to people, and he lost it on national television, and he said, "Don't you understand that what you do has an effect on other people? Don't you understand that we are responsible for each other?" And I said, wow, that's true. We're seeing it now in a material situation with this virus, this pandemic, but it's always been the case spiritually. Do you know that your sin affects other people? You don't see it. I'm not hurting anyone, I'm just doing what I'm doing, but it really does. It affects other people. It's like a contagion that affects others. Case in point, say that you have a guy who's an alcoholic and he's a real happy drunk, he doesn't hurt anybody, but he wants to drink every single day. You can't tell me that that's not going to hurt his children, that that's not going to affect his marriage. No, what we do does affect other people. But so now, Jesus is speaking to the Samaritan woman, and she brings up a division that was very evident in the time. Well, Samaritans, we worship over here, and you Jews worship over there, and so and she brought up a worldly division in religion. Brothers and sisters, we have so many of these today, and it's sad. It's even sadder not being able, we feel that we can't have communion. Well, we should be sad as well that we're not in communion with all Christians. This hurts. So many people today are angry. There's been a couple directives, it's better to receive communion in the hand, and people saying, "Well, I'm going to receive it in the thigh," and look, all I did was I quoted what it says in the general instruction of the Mass, and I pray and hope that everyone's obedient for the sake of public health. Both of them are allowed in the church, for personal devotion. I understand. Just be obedient. You're not going to go wrong by being obedient to your priest or to your bishop in all cases unless it's something obviously immoral, but we're not talking about that. But what I am talking about is that, man, people are really worried about how they're going to receive Jesus, and they're not too worried about the disposition of their own hearts. What's your heart like? Is your heart a worthy place for Jesus to come in? Obviously, we all need confession. Obviously, this isn't some sort of Catholic guilt trip. No, I'm just being real. We get stuck in all these earthly divisions of religion, and we forget to worship God in the way that He has asked us to. How are you worshiping God? It has had to change. Sunday, you gotta have a plan, because probably there will not be Mass in your area. I pray and hope that there is. But do you have a plan? Now is the time when you got to start thinking about it. This woman was talking about an earthly division, and Jesus said that the time is coming where we will worship God in spirit and in truth. God, Holy Spirit, can descend upon you where you are. The Eucharist is the source and summit of our faith, and it always will be. But when that's not available, as is the case for many people, call on the Holy Spirit. Call on the Holy Spirit to enter into your home. You be the leader in prayer. Scott Hahn wrote that fathers are the priests of their family. And I challenge all you fathers, you be the leaders of prayer now in your family. This is your daily meditation. We will see you tomorrow. Peace. God bless.